J.K. Calloway here, jumping back into Sharp Objects. Episode 4, this one's called Ripe. And for a show that revolves around young women, or even young girls, either being murdered or abused, or a lot more than that, maybe. Yeah, that title, I don't like that shit. This is going to be a brutal episode, I feel like. And last one was brutal enough, basically. We kind of found out more about the main character's backstory. More or less that she, tried to find treatment because, of her extreme cutting and such. And even as an adult, and it continues. But she was in a room with a girl, teenager, who ended up killing herself by drinking bleach. It was like, and just the fallout of that. And it was a rough scene. It was a rough scene, dude. And now this one, like, I don't know what's coming. Like, more about the case, sure. Hopefully we find out who's killing these women, young girls. I shouldn't even say women. They're like teenagers, creepy young. And hopefully that, we'll get into that. But like, what she's going through, Amy Adams' character. Like, there's so many questions, and none of the answers are going to be good. Namely, what triggered the cutting altogether. Like, we know her younger sister died. We don't know how, or really when, like how old she was. She was also a teenager, but it doesn't seem like there was foul play involved in that one, as far as we know, but we don't know anything about it. So, there's a lot of questions. Answers are going to be rough. Here we go, let's jump in. As always, make sure you do hit subscribe for me before we get going. We're getting close to 11,200, I think, 11,200, which is awesome. Thank you guys for the support. Hit like on the video and go to the homepage and check out our welcome video. We're gonna do a monthly welcome video, kind of go over what we're doing for the month, what the game plan is. I do put a weekly schedule out, but that's just on the community tab. Doesn't seem like that many people are looking at it. So we'll do that. Also with Sharp Objects, the next 2 weeks we're gonna wrap them up actually. We've been doing one episode a week. But the following 2 weeks, we're going to do episodes 5 and 6 1 week, 7 and 8, the finale, the week after. So we'll wrap it up pretty quick here because in 3 weeks, a new show starts, and that's Dexter, New Blood, the reboot. And I'm looking forward to that. Like, Dexter was one of my jams. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We'll be doing that on Tuesdays when we get it going. I'm excited. It's going to be hopefully great. Hopefully great. Just forget about the last 2 seasons. Also check out Patreon, which is patreon.com/JKReacts. We do full reactions to all the stuff here on YouTube. Again, go to the welcome video. It talks about everything we're going to do on Patreon, because there's plenty of stuff we do just for patrons, and it's the best way to support the channel if you wish to. So if you're interested, go check it out. That'd be great. Ripe. I'm not looking forward to this one. This is, like, it's a rough show. I knew it would be a rough show, but the kids, like, any kids getting hurt, I don't fucking punch adults. Anyway, let's go.
Talk to you.
I don't like that.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, time, okay?
We haven't seen anything with that fork yet, but they've shown the fork.
You see on that?
Jesus Christ.
Zeke, you cannot go and fight those Yankees. Who will defend our children?
I know you're afraid, Miss Millie. Evil is about to descend on Wind Gap.
What must we do, my brave husband? She taught the women of Wind Gap to shoot. And she formed the first female militia the world had ever seen.
I'm quite sure that's not true.
Very imaginative. Let's take a break.
Are you on school? Well, what are you? Oh, okay.
History is history, Emma. You can't change it, you just learn from it.
True, but also, you
Is that why
know,
you're always so sad?
gross.
Don't be sad, Mr. Lacey.
I couldn't tell if that was like an invite or a rehash. Is this where the
Number
first girl
one.
died?
2 teenage girls, madly in love, were found with the wrist slashed.
In Wind Gap, every woman gets a nasty label if they don't conform to the rules of engagement.
Of course.
What's your label?
Go.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a vet, and I volunteered at this animal shelter, burned, tortured, mutilated. I got less interested in treating the animals and more interested in catching the animals that did that to them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Volunteered at an animal shelter. Is what they call the end zone. Double entendre intended. This is where the football team would have their way with that week's lucky cheerleader.
Ninth grade, you said. Some people would call that rape, you know.
Uh-huh.
People will call that consensual, you know?
Wait, who are you talking about? Were you one of the girls? Creepy place for 2 young girls to hang out. No. It's no coincidence that the only 2 girls that were killed in this town used to play here. And they probably hid out there waiting for them, watching them. But I'm getting close. Someone in this town's hiding something.
Mm-hmm. Namely.
You holding out on me?
I might be.
I was under the impression you were starting to like me.
Oh, man. Oh, that was... Yikes. I get because, you know, she's covered in scars and words. She can't let him see that. But also, she, you know... God, man, that was... It was almost like capitulating. Like... Alright, I'll let you do this. Because you clearly want to. And, like... Oh, man, that was... I don't know. Okay.
Kiss?
Why now?
Oh, I'm an unconventional girl, that's what you like about.
Jesus. And there's a level you can't get to because then there's a whole lot of explanation you have to get. Like you just showing your forearms, like let alone the rest of you.
I thought you loved me.
What?
And then my mother would love me. And now you come back here. And all I can think is, you smell ripe.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go for a ride.
Whoa, what the fuck? There was a blood stain on the ground, where? What are you doing, Keen? Sheriff's on him. Okay. So she cleaned it up. He went to get another spider in the woods.
But I lost a daughter too.
What are you saying?
I don't think that you've ever stopped to consider that.
Doesn't seem like it.
It's late. Nobody asked you to suffer in silence.
How is it that you show more compassion for the local civil servants than for your husband?
It's Camille, isn't it? She brings discord into this house.
Not everything is a girl's fault, and you know it. You have a very peculiar idea of the word hurt, dear.
He's human. Good to know.
What is Dora not telling me about the Preaker girl?
Camille or the other one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you ever get over it?
Losing a job?
Losing a sister?
I wish I could tell you yes, but that would be a lie.
People in this town actually believe that I killed her.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It means anything to you, I don't.
I always thought those girls were gonna end up killing each other. They were always going at it. Emma was the only thing that stood between them some days.
Emma?
Yeah, she was always keeping them off each other. As the three would all go play in that creepy hunting shed.
And Emma hasn't said a word. In what world is that funny? No. Stop. Hold on. That was real? Because the fucking flashes everywhere. And then showed her, like... So Emma's dead? In that fucking... Really? Seriously? Like... I genuinely didn't see that coming. I thought she might have something to do with it. Not be a fucking target of it. Like... that was kind of out of nowhere. So Emma's dead. Wow. Okay. Like, and that kind of, like, that all happened in like 2 minutes. Like, all of a sudden, you know, the brother says, yeah, Emma was the one that, you know, was the third member of their little group or whatever, their little troop. You know, and all this, like, and then we very quickly find out that Emma's fucking dead in that shed. Like, we haven't found, like, they haven't found anyone in that shed, so why would she be dead there? Like, when, you know, I don't, like, we don't know the first girl if she was staged in the riverbank or whatever it was. But the second girl we damn sure know was staged, like, in that alley. But this one, like, I think the cops, the cop and her and Camille were onto it. Like, I think this is where the murders happened, and then they were moved, kind of thing. Why was she there? Still, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of questions there. Like, what was the point of showing her essentially flirting with the teacher, unless the teacher has something to do with it? But we haven't, that's literally the only scene we've seen that teacher in, was that apparently he was the choir slash, you know, like, musical director, whatever. And he was clearly, you know, in his own world. Like, he got a phone call and was depressed and he was smoking on school grounds like a fucking moron. Like, you trying to get fired, dude? But, like, that's all, the only scene we've seen him in was that scene. That's it. If he's the killer, that's kind of like, well, we need to do some world building with this prick. Who is he? I haven't heard his name yet. Don't even know his name. Or this, you know, Keen kid brought that up, made it up because he had already killed Emma, and then just planted the seed with Camille so she would find the body, and then he would more or less have an alibi. Because he doesn't have an alibi. Like, we saw he went and got a spider, but he very easily could have, you know, killed Emma in that time away between when he was, you know, being sadly jerked off by his girlfriend and when he went to the bar. You know, all we know is he dropped off a spider. That's all we saw, and we don't know when that was. So, like, I don't know, man. Thankfully, the title of the episode, Ripe, didn't go where I thought it was going to go as far as creepy, like, and gross. It was just, you know, another dig by Camille's mom at Camille. And it's like that, she's, like, I hope we get to see some of the mom's fucking backstory, because holy shit, did she fuck up her kids. Clearly. Like, and what happened to her that, like, trickled that shit down. Because, like, she was talking about how, like, if you loved me, then maybe my mother would love me. Like, she's got some serious issues with her mother, too. Like, there's so, wow. Well, we're at the halfway point. of the show. Like I said at the beginning, we'll do the final 4 in the next 2 weeks. We'll do 2 episodes a week. And I just don't know what to make of it. Like, if that was real, and then that's the problem as well. Like, when Camille found Natalie, I don't remember the girl's name. I think it was Natalie. Like, it was made very clear that was real. That other people were there. Then Camille wasn't the one that found the girl. Like, a couple of older people, like passersby, found her in broad daylight. This one, it was like a quick blip in that shed. There's Emma, dead. And Camille very quickly like, oh no, like, you know, oh fuck. But it was so quick. It was like 3 seconds. Like, it might have been her fucking imagination. We don't know. I'm guessing it's real. But it was so quick. And then very quickly after that, they flashed to possibly when Emma was taken earlier in the night, assumingly. But it's like, it was so quick. Like, it's like, you're HBO, motherfucker. Like, take your time. You don't need to rush. This isn't the final season of Game of Thrones. And I get that's part of the deal, but like, this is based on a book, right? Or maybe a series of books, I don't know. But like, is that how the book went? It was just kind of like cut off sentences and, you know, truncated paragraphs and shit? Like, let me know if you've read the book and if it's anything like this style of just like chop, like, here's some information and holy shit, it's a lot, and it's about 7 seconds. So it's like, I don't like it. Like, I understand it's a storytelling thing, but like, you're being a dick. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. First of all, of course, thank you. Like on the video, whatever. And we'll jump into it next week. We're actually gonna, like, we've been doing the YouTube reactions on Mondays. We're going to move it to Tuesdays for the final 4 episodes in the next 2 weeks because I'm starting up a new show, or chopping up a new show from Patreon on Mondays, and that'll be Stranger Things. Me and Thomas watched through that. It's all up on Patreon already. I'm going to start chopping them up in preparation for season 4 that's coming out next year. So then, you know, people will see our reactions to it, at least more people. But man, like, there's more questions than answers, and like, I feel like we're going to the back half next week. Back half of the season, and hopefully there's more answers. Like, you know, is Emma actually dead? That's question 1, and I'm sure she is, but just the way they presented it is like, it makes you question. It's really good, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the fuck out of the show, as macabre as it is, and like the presentation of mystery of it, like I don't know, because the actual murders, whoever's doing them, there's an answer. You know what I mean? It's not like the woman in white they keep presenting. There's not some ghost killing people and pulling their teeth out. You know what I mean? It's a person. It's someone we know, almost guaranteed, unless they're going True Detective on the gimmick, and then they'll introduce the killer in the last episode, and it's like, come on, man. But yeah, we'll jump into the next episodes 5 and 6 next week, and hopefully, you know, start piecing shit together. But like, right now, it's so uncomfortable. It's like, there's so many moments that are so uncomfortable. But man, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you next time.